You knew it was coming. The seventh victim of Sean P Diddy Combs has now come forward saying that he drugged her and forced himself on her. This is April Lampros. She says she met Diddy in 1995 when she was a student at the Fashion Institute of Technology. She says he offered to mentor her in the fashion industry and started showering her with gifts and praise. She says that she met Diddy at the Soho bar where he was giving her a ton of alcohol. She ended up going back to his room at the Millennial Hotel, and she says she started feeling like the walls were closing in and she wasn't feeling well at all. She says he forced himself on her, and she says she was conscious, but she felt like she couldn't fight him off. She said that she woke up the next morning naked, ashamed, and sore. Her lawyer said that she was a hopeful but naive college student at the time. She ignored him for a couple months, but he kept at her, trying to invite her to these music industry events. She basically caved and went back to his place. As they were heading to the event in the parking garage, she says that he forced her to go down on him and the parking attendant watched. She says after that night, she kept refusing all of his invites. He got extremely upset with her and was even threatening to blacklist her. Fast forward a couple more years to 1996, Diddy was still calling her. He somehow convinced her again to come over to his place, where she then met Kim Porter. She says that Diddy forced her to take ecstasy and then have intercourse basically with Kim while he watched, and then he forced himself on her again. She says that she broke things off for good in 1998, but she did have another run-in with Kim Porter. She says that Kim came into the restaurant that she was working at, told her boss that she had poisoned Kim, and ended up getting fired. She says she did see him again in 2000 or 2001 at Rockefeller Center when he was dating J-Lo. He ended up going back to her apartment with her, tried to force himself on her again, but she said this time she was able to fight him off and he did leave. She says that last year, her boyfriend at the time ran into someone who said that they had seen sex tapes of Diddy and April. April now believes that Diddy had recorded what he did to her and had shown multiple people.